Hey guys, how's it going? This is Bobby Kryptonite here, and welcome to another CryptoChef video. Now today I'm going to be showing you how to make a wonderfully versatile white fish dish. This was something I discovered about 2 years ago. It was kind of an experiment and a challenge to myself. I wanted to see if I could make a dish without tomatoes, without soy sauce, without chili peppers, because that's something I cook with a lot and I wanted to mix things up a bit. So I went to Morrison's, it was reductions time, and I got 2 wonderful tuna steaks for a great price. And I went home and I made this dish. Now, when I say this is versatile, I mean you can cook it with a lot of different types of fish. I've cooked it with haddock, with cod, with pouting, and today we're going to be cooking it with plaice. So, without any further ado, let's get cracking. You will need fish, curly kale, cavallonero, or really any green leafy vegetable that can be cooked, lemons, cream cheese, creme fraiche, salt, pepper, and a splash of white wine. Now, a few days ago I was at a harvest supper that was organised by the church I go to and a couple of other churches nearby, and there was some homegrown vegetables available. You just put in a donation and you got some, and this is what I got. We got some kale. I believe it's kind of purpley, which I'm used to kale being green, so maybe it's a different variety. And we've got some cavallonero, which is also really nice. Now I've made this dish a good number of times now, and I've made it for myself, I've made it for my family, I've even made it for 6 when I was having lunch with a few friends, and it's been enjoyed every time I've made it. So it's a good dish for all sorts really. You can, for entertaining, for a family dinner, for dinner by yourself, it's a good dish. And now it's time to season our fish. Now, the professionalism of the show has really taken a dip. I'm sorry to say that I forgot to mention one of the most important ingredients in the clip where I show you the ingredients, which isn't too good. But, late to the party, better late than never, fashionably late, dill. Lots of it. It's a great herb, and it really makes the flavour of this dish, so get plenty dill on your fish, and plenty dill on your fish. You can spread it round, rub it in, that kind of thing, and that's just what we're going to be doing. Then get some pepper on there. You can always add more if you feel it needs it, and some salt. Now I really like this pink Himalayan salt, it's really good, so we're going to use some of it. And then just sort of massage it in, rub the seasoning into the piece of fish, like so. And we can always add a bit more dill or pick up some of that that's fallen off the fish and rub it in, get a good even spread, and add more later if need be. And then get it in the pan. Start your pan off with a good sligger of olive oil, and then add your fish. Like so. Now that the fish has been in the pan for a few minutes, we can start on the sauce. So first, a nice sligger of white wine, followed by a couple of spoonfuls of creme fraiche. The quantity depends on the number of fillets. I'm doing this dish for 3 people tonight, so that'll be enough creme fraiche to start us off. We'll maybe need to add some more, but we'll play it by ear. Next, add some cream cheese. Similar story, just vary it depending on the number of fillets. We'll start off with that much, and once it's stirred in and melted in, we'll see how it's looking. It's really starting to smell nice now. Now we just add some lemon juice. Doesn't matter if the seeds fall in because they soften with cooking, and you won't even notice that they're there once the fish is cooked. Now, probably going to need the other half of this lemon, and perhaps some of the other lemon. The white wine is really coming out in the smell now. It's going to be good. Now we're just going to use our spatula to spread the creme fraiche and cream cheese around a bit, just to make sure the cheese melts, because the cheese can sometimes stay in lumps, which isn't very nice, because then your sauce isn't consistent in its flavour and texture. So make sure the cheese melts. Now we might well need some more creme fraiche and more cream cheese. It's looking like the sauce ought to be a bit thicker. It's looking a bit thin. I've perhaps added a bit too much wine, but we'll add some more cream cheese and it should be alright. Now we're just going to turn the fish over. It doesn't really matter if the fish starts to break up, because this is an easy dish, and unless you're really trying to impress, the presentation doesn't have to be spot on. And if you're doing 4 fillets between 3 people, it's going to have to be split up at some point anyway. Once you feel that the fish is properly cooked, transfer it onto a nice plate, and be sure to leave plenty of sauce in the pan. Put the plate with your fish somewhere where it'll be warm for a few minutes, where it's not going to go cold too quickly. Toss the cavallonero and the curly kale around in what's left of the sauce. If need be, add some more of the key sauce ingredients just to lubricate it a bit. And then once it's softened down a bit, just put it on the plate with the fish as a nice vegetable side. Now that it's been in the pan for a few minutes, you can see the veg has reduced down nicely and also soaked up a lot of the sauce. We've got quite a nice clean pan under there. And there we are, plated up with a nice glass of Chablis, ready to be enjoyed. We've eaten our dinner, and it was enjoyed all round. Right, I hope you'll enjoy this dish if you've made it, and I hope you enjoyed the video. I'll see you in the next one. Ta-bye.